remember this momentous event, the, maybe one of the many crowning moments of your life, Your Excellency, President Ramos. But remember this. I do not know how you look at me, but remember this. If we cannot have law and order in this country, and if we cannot control corruption, we will never rise even in parity of the level now of Malaysia and Indonesia in 5 or 10 years. But do not castigate or crucify our country. Depende yan eh. So would you ask, is God fair? I don't know. I've been asking that question. But I'm sure there is God. How it evolves into something to human beings in this universe is something which I cannot really answer. But, you know, in the human history, right after the war, everybody was scavenging, but at the same time desperately looking for the resources to build their nations. Ang problema, I do not know if God has something to do with it, but I'd rather talk about the thing itself. Meron ang Indonesia, Malaysia, pati Brunei especially, they're awash with oil. Kasi it's a favorite term, it has become almost a cliche na sabihin mo na, yung Pilipinas number 2 noon, tapos ngayon, we are second to the last Bangladesh. Why? Well, mas marunong man kayo sa akin. We do not have oil. We do not have the buffer for supply and even the hedge in the economy. You can take it out, pero, you know, everything that you see around, everything is oil. This one is made by a machine, powered by oil. The chandelier, the step there, gusto kong umiyak. Kasi, I know how much of the gross domestic product would eat into our incomes. So every time, yung mga Pilipino naman, I don't blame the others. It's politics. The name of the game is politics. So the more that you are, that's politics. That's how the way to get power. Intrigue, lies, and everything. Kung anong everything is fair in love, in politics, and in war. Yan talagang totoo. Why would you blame the Philippines? Sabihin mo na, you know, because every time there is an increase in the oil prices, if it's 60 per barrel, we are in trouble. And I will admit to the Filipino nation that it could not just be something like a huge inflation. It will redound to something like almost suffering. And that's why do not believe that I do not have a God. Of course, I believe in God. You know, even by computation, I started to doubt. But when I was in high school, I started to compute. Earth is, they say, 4.5 to 6 billion years old. And the skies are full of trillions and billions and trillions and billions of foreign matter, planets, galaxies. If I try to compute the average odds of us being hit by another meteor that would be as big as ours, Ano, for 500 billion, wala talagang tumama. Walang tumama because there is God. Because if God allows everything to go out of the gravitational positions, we will be banging each other and there will be no universe. Considering how huge the universe, but also the foreign bodies there, at 4.5 to 5 billion, sabi ba, really, that long, walang nangyari? If there is no something of a universal mind controlling this universe, matagal na tayong tapos. And that is my thinking of why there is God. Pero to be asking na bakit binigay ng Diyos yan, wala sa atin, that is something for the human mind and soul. Because the soul has the mind, and probably at that time, God will give us the answer. In the meantime, we are going 4.5 or 5 billion years. And maybe in 200 billion years, may tatama talaga ba siya? But I will be shaking hands with you in heaven. So that is my... But for the... Sir, basahin ko na lang, sir, with your permission, yung speech ko. Kaawa naman yung gumawa nito. I have been president. This stuff works over time, really. So, I do not use former. President is a title that sticks to you until kingdom come. So, His Excellency President Fidel V. Ramos and Madam Amelita Ming Ramos, Their Excellencies in the Diplomatic Corps, Education Secretary Leonor Briones and the other members of the Cabinet, Senator Cynthia Villar, ma'am, and other members of the Senate are here. Ma'am, yung kandidato ko, ma'am, awa pa naman. UCCP Secretary General Bishop Melzar Labuntog, Chairman Pastor Keith Early, Cabral, and other members of the United Church of Christ in the Philippines, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to have been invited by President Ramos to give this keynote message on the launching of his book, Prosper Thy Neighbor. Indeed, we all want not only the Filipinos but our countrymen to be in a comfortable place. This is indeed another milestone in his brilliant and prolific writing career, and one that is surely to inspire all of us for a long time. Please stay around for another 100 years. We need you. This compilation of speeches, essays, anecdotes, and editorial underscores the role of a president as the skipper or captain of the Philippines, the one person who can unite in resolving pressing issues that we face as a nation. He also offers valuable insight on the role of the Philippines in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, built on the core and principle of leaving no one behind. These goals target the eradication of poverty and the promotion of sustainable development across the world. Mr. President, I assure you that in this administration is exerting its efforts, ultimate efforts, even utmost, in making more progress to achieve these development goals, not just because it is mandated by the UN, but more importantly because it is for the good of the nation, the Republic of the Philippines. This is why we have made great strides, and we remain unrelenting in our efforts to address the root of causes of poverty and hunger, unemployment, corruption, criminality, dangerous drugs, endemic disease, environmental degradations, and climate change. Ito, tignan mo ang Boracay ngayon. Sabi nila bukas mag-inaugurate. I will go to Boracay, but I will go to distribute the lands given to the artists. Di ako masyado. I'm not into sumptuous celebration. But I will go to Boracay to personally distribute the land reform program certificates to the Lungmads, the natives.